All right, now that we've verified your condition, we're going to check the tractor's condition over. First thing you want to do is check the oil. All tractors are different, so we're not going to go into the specifics on this vehicle where the oil is, but know how to check your oil, radiator, power steering fluid if it has it, any other fluid, the hydraulic fluid, so you know what it is for the specific tractor that you're using. They're all different. The next thing you're going to do here is make sure your fuel caps are on, make sure they're tight, secured. Then we're going to check the tire. This is checking the lug nuts, make sure that they're all tight, secure. A good indication of a loose lug nut is there'll be rusty around it, or you'll see like little weeping marks if it was wet when you were hauling. You'll see a little trail coming down. So let's verify that. Then we'll just look at the general condition of the tire, make sure there's no big cuts, gashes, or anything like that. The tires have air in them. Verify there's no rocks or any other debris that's between the tires. These are pretty far apart on this one, but some are close. So you just want to make sure there's nothing in there. Then we'll look at the steering lines on the tractor, the suspension lines on this one. Make sure all the hydraulic lines, any fitting that you can see is secure. There's no oil or any fluid weeping from it. We'll come around, clean the lights off. We'll be cleaning lights off the whole way around this thing as we go. There again, this one has a front mount on it. Just make sure that that's secure. It's got all the bolts and stuff in it. Everything's how it should be. If anything looks out of place, make sure you note it and we'll fix it before we start up the operation. You can start checking your hydraulic lines, make sure they're all secure. Again, just verifying there's no hoses chafed, major leaks back here, or anything that's askew. Then we'll go down, we'll check the hitch. Make sure all the bolts are secure, the hitch pin's secure. Again, checking this particular hitch. They have it bolted on, which is a good idea because the hitch safety pins, the ones that normally come in a hitch pin, pop out in field conditions with the corn stalks and such. So it's a good thing to put the 1/4-inch bolt and double nut it on there to secure it. And we're working our way back where the impeller here. Just make sure that it's tight, it's closed, and just keep working our way back. Checking hydraulic lines, checking for fittings, wiping our gauges off, checking the oil reservoir. This one has an oil reservoir on it. Make sure that works, it's full. And then we're gonna check the spreader mounts. This one's bolted on, so make sure the bolts are secure. We're doing that. It's secured to the frame. Get down and look underneath the spreader. Make sure there's nothing hanging down that shouldn't be. Then again, check the hoses, make sure nothing's pinched. Again, we'll check each tire on the spreader. Checking the lug nuts, verifying they're all tight. Check tire pressure. Here's another fill gauge. So then here, slow moving vehicle sign. Since we got the lighting, it doesn't really need to be cleaned off, but it's always good to have more safety equipment than not. So try to clean that up as best you can. Just make sure your spread pan is tied on securely. There's a clamp here, make sure there's nothing missing, it's not dripping. The next thing we're gonna do now, we got in the tractor, we're seat belted in. We're gonna check the lights. We'll start with the hazards. They're on. We'll check the running lights. We'll turn the beacon on, the rotating beacons. And then we'll check the different stages of field work lights. As they all come on, my assistant's out here waving to me, yes, they're all working correctly. So that's where we're going. Now that we've checked our lights out, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start the tractor and we're gonna verify that our brakes work correctly. So here we go. First we'll check the tractor brakes work correctly. They work, good. Now we're gonna check the tanker brakes. They work correctly. Now we're gonna go forward and check them. So we're going forward tanker brakes first, yep. And then now the tractor brakes. Yes, they work correctly. So next step we're gonna do is head to the barn and go get loaded.